class we discussed about the zero of the polynomial, value of the polynomial and degree of the polynomial, and we are giving in the question given some problems zeros. We are checking either these are satisfying or not. Okay na? Now today we are going to discuss about the polynomial graphs of the polynomial. In previous class, that means in 9th and 8th classes, we already learned how to draw graphs. Now in this polynomial, case of polynomials, if graph touches the x-axis, it has zeros. In your examples and before try this, do these problems. We have some graphs. Suppose graph is going like this. This curve doesn't touches the x-axis. This graph doesn't touches the x-axis. So it is not a. It has no zeros. It has no zeros. Okay, now if it touches the x-axis, suppose linear polynomial, we are getting like this. Linear polynomial, we are getting only straight line. Only we are getting straight line. But quadratic polynomial, we are getting like this. If it touches the x-axis, it has zeros. If it does not touches the x-axis, it has no zeros. Suppose another graph is like this, quadratic expression only. Now this curve touches the x-axis or not? Yes. It touches the x-axis at two distant points. Not only at one point, at two distant points. That means this curve touches 2 points. So it has two zeros. It has two zeros. Linear polynomial always contains only one zero. Quadratic polynomials 2. In generally 2. But sometimes only 1 0 getting. Okay na? Suppose x square minus 4 is given. What are the zeros here? X square minus 4. X square minus 4. Zeros are what? Zeros of x square minus 4. Now x square minus 2 0. 0 of the x square minus 4 is x square minus 4 is 0. Is x square minus 4 is equals to 0. While transposing x square is equals to minus 4 becomes plus. Now x is equals to under root 4. Root 4 is nothing but plus or minus 2. Plus or minus 2. Sometimes we are getting only 1. Here 2 zeros getting. Here 2 zeros getting. Now x square plus 4x plus 4. X square plus 4x plus 4. While substituting 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, when 2 is equals to 0, that means minus 2. X is equals to minus 2 substitute. It gives 0. Otherwise, in any other not cases, not getting 0. That means here 2 times we are getting minus 2 only. That means the curve will touches like this. Curve will getting here touches the x-axis at minus 2 and again it increasing. It will be increasing. Again values will be increasing. While substituting p of 1, how you know? P of 1, 1 square plus 4 into 1 plus 4. That is 1 plus 5, 4 plus 4. How much? 9. Next, P of 2. 1 is over, no? Next, immediately minus opposite symbol taken, right? P of minus 1. P of minus 1. Minus 1 square plus 4 into minus 1 plus 4. Minus 1 square is 1. 4 into minus 1 minus 4 plus 4. The value is 1. Minus 4 plus 4 is 0. So 1 remains. 1. Next, P of 2. Now 2 square plus 4 into 2 plus again 4. 2 square is 4 plus 4 into 2, 8 plus 4. Total is 16. P of minus 2 is minus 2 whole square plus 4 into minus 2 plus again 4. Minus 2 whole square is 4 plus into minus 4 to the 8 plus 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. If you go through like this, P of 3, P of minus 3, then also either increasing or decreasing, but not getting 0. But not getting 0. In generally, it is in the form of x plus 2 whole square formation. Algebraic identities are there. A square plus 2ab plus b square. That means it is x plus 2 whole square. X plus 2 whole square is equals to 0. Then x plus 2 whole square, x plus 2 also root 0. Root 0 is 0 only. For 0, there is no plus or minus. There is no difference. If you kept 0, plus or minus, nothing will happen. Plus 0, minus 2. Minus 2 only. Minus 0, minus 2 also, minus 2 only. 0 is the identity now. Additive identity, 0. That's why that doesn't have any other value other than 2. Especially for this one. So that type of graphs will getting like this. Okay now? Either upwards or downwards. Here what I am? P of 1, 9. Where 1, P of 1 means here outside getting on first quadrant. First quadrant getting. So 9 means you are getting 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for example here. Okay now. Next P of minus 1. How much? P of minus 1 is 1 plus 1 only now. So here. Next P of 2 16. P of 2 is 16 somewhere you are getting. Next P of minus 2 0. That means you are getting curve like this. And again it's gone upside. P of 3 is how much getting man? Or P of minus 3 find out. P of minus 2 it touches x axis and here only now. So P of minus 3 is how much? Minus 3 square plus 4 into minus 3 plus 4. How much? 9 plus minus 12 plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. 13 minus 12, 1. So P of minus 3 is 1. So again it goes up. That means it will be reading like this. Curve only now, not the straight line. If it is a cubic expression or cubic polynomial, we are getting 3 zeros on graph. It is the quadratic expression formation graph. If it is a cubic, then again it gets down either that side or this side. Okay now? Cubic expression graph will be getting once coming down and again goes up. 3 zeros, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay na? In your textbook, for exercise, graph of the exercise. Page number. What is the page number, my exercise? 64. In page number 64, the graphs of y is equals to p of x are given in the figure below. For some polynomials p of x. In each case, find the number of zeros of p of x. In the first graph, the line is parallel to x-axis is given. The line is parallel to x-axis is given. That line, graph line is doesn't touches the x-axis. Doesn't touches the x-axis. What he asked? How many zeros? Find the number of zeros means how many zeros this graph will have. You are asking that question. Okay now? So it is touches the x-axis. It doesn't touch the x-axis. So it has no zeros. It has no zeros. In the next graph, this curve here, curve is given, but the curve will touches the x-axis at how many points? It only 1 points. In middle also we are getting curve like this, but that touches the y-axis only, not x-axis. Only at one point it touches the x-axis. So it has 1 0, not more than that. Only 1 0. In the next 3. In the next 3 having. Yes, ma'am. The curve once it goes down and again, first increasing and then decreasing, again increasing. Yes, ma'am. That means here at 3 different points it touches the x-axis. Touches the x-axis. So it means it has 3 zeros. It has 3 zeros. Why? Because it touches the x-axis at 3 different points. At 3 different points. That's why it has 3 zeros. Next, in the next fourth, at 2 different points the curve will touches x-axis. So it has 2 zeros. In the next, fifth question.
4 zeros.
How many? At how many points touches the x-axis? 4. Yes, no? At 4 different points this curve will touches the x-axis. Once increasing, decreasing, increasing, again decreasing. Yes, no? That 4 different points. That means it is a biquadratic equation or biquadratic polynomial. In previous class we discussed, if degree is 1, linear polynomial, degree is 2, quadratic polynomial, degree is 3, cubic polynomial, degree is 4, biquadratic polynomial. So it has 4 zeros, so that's why it is a biquadratic polynomial. Next, sixth one, it touches 3. Immediately when it touches the x-axis, increasing at 2 points. Okay, na? That means it has only 3 zeros. It has only 3 zeros. Next, right. It doesn't mention by using the graph. Find the zeros of p of x is equals to 3x. When this value becomes, we have to find by which value substituting it gets 0. We don't know. Yes, na? So 0 onwards. 1 onwards means we are getting only positive numbers. If you take a negative number, then negative. Positive into negative, negative. Yes, na? Positive into positive, positive only. So here 3 into x. Yes, na? First we have to find 0 p of x. Where x is 0? That means 0. In place of x we should substitute 3 into 0, that is 0. So 0 of this polynomial is 0. In generally in previous class already got it, I think. The expression which is in the form of y is equals to mx, it will passes through the origin. It will passes through the origin. This is one method. Okay, now by deriving the table, by using the graph. If you want to find out by using the graph, now x value and p of x is nothing but 3x. P of x is nothing but 3x. P of x value. X value 1, 2, 3, next 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. For different values we are going to find the value of the polynomial. Okay, na? Now px is what, na? 3x. X value is how much taken here? 1. So 3x means 3 into 1. 3 into 1. That is how much? 3. Here 3 into 2. 6. 3 into 3. 9. 3 into 0. 0. 3 into minus 1. Minus 3. 3 into minus 2. Minus 6. Yes, na? 3 into minus 3. Minus 9. Minus 9. Isn't it or not?
Yes.
If you draw a graph like this, horizontal line is x-axis and vertical line is nothing but y-axis. Where both intersecting, that is nothing but the origin O. Right side are all positive numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Here negative numbers. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, next minus 4 like this. Next upwards plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here negative minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Like this we are getting. Yes, now. Now when x is equals to 1, what is the value of 3? So we have to plot like this, either into mark or dot. Okay, na? Next, when it is 2, value is 6. Next, when it is 3, 9. It will get upside. In your graph, you have much place. Yes, na? You may plot that one also. Next, p of 0. 0. X is 0 means the value is 0. We are getting that one on origin only. Next, p of x is equals to minus 1. What is the value? Minus 3. So minus 3. Next, minus 6. Now it is passing through origin or not? Where this line is touches the x-axis. This is p of x is 3x polynomial line, that is. Yes, na? This 3x line will touches the x-axis. At what value here? Don't think about y-axis. This value is no need to consider. Where the x-axis touches it is at 0. So 0 of the polynomial is 0. Where it touches, either straight line or curve. Where it touches the x-axis, that is nothing but the 0 of that given polynomial. Next one is what? P of x is x square plus 5x plus 6. In the same manner, we have to prepare the table to draw the graph. Okay, na? Now x value. Okay, na? Next, x square value. Okay. Next is 5x. If you are able to write directly at a time, then you can proceed. Okay, now. Next, plus 6. Plus 6. Prepare the different columns for this. And finally, total p of x. What it is? X square plus 5x plus 6. In the same manner, 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, minus 2, and minus 3. Find the values for different numbers. Now when x is equals to 1, x square is 1 square, 1 only. 2 square, 4, 3 square, 9, 0 square, 0, minus 1 square, 1, minus 2 square, 4, minus 3 square, 9. Next 5x, 5 into 1, 5. 5 into 1 is 5 only. Next 5 into 2, 10. 5 into 3, 15. Next 5 into 0, 0. Next 5 into minus 1, minus 5. Next 5 into minus 2, minus 10. Next 5 into minus 3, minus 15. Next plus 6 means 6 in all boxes we have to write 6. Now these all are you should add or subtract. Addition only na? Between these all terms we have plus only. So depends on the symbols what you are getting here. Okay na? Either addition means add. If it is a subtraction, then subtract. In this first, forget about the first row. Okay na? Now this one, 1, 5, 6. 3 columns you should add. 3 columns you should add. That means 1 plus 5, 6 plus 6, 12. This value is 12. Next 4 plus 10, 14 plus 6, 20. Next 9 plus 15, 24. 24 plus 6, 30. Next 0 plus 0 plus 6. The value is 6. Next 1 minus 5 minus 4. Minus 4 plus 6 plus 2. Minus 4 plus 6 is plus 2. Next 4 minus 10 minus 6 plus 6 0. 9 minus 15 minus 6 plus 6 0. That means at these two values we are getting 0. Here only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 5 in my graph. So each one is taken as the 5 units or 10 units as per my convenience here. As per your convenience, you may take the values. When you are going to take different values in the graph, before going to draw the graph, you have to write the scale. On x-axis, 1 centimeter is 1 unit only. On y-axis, 1 centimeter is how much taken. If 1 unit taken means 1. If it is taken 2, 2. 5 taken means 5 right. 10 taken means 10 right. Okay now? And also you have to write one more thing. In the right side of paper. Okay now? On left side you are getting graph. Right side you are going to write the matter na. In that first taken a graph sheet and drawn two perpendicular lines. Okay now? These two perpendicular lines intersect at one point, that is nothing but the origin. Horizontal line is denoted by x-axis and the vertical line is denoted by y-axis. And immediately scale. On x-axis 1 centimeter is 1 unit only about these problems. Next on y-axis 1 centimeter is, if you are getting the larger values, then we are going to take another number. If you are getting less numbers, 1 only. Obviously 1 only. If it is more large number getting means, we are going to take different. Either 2, 4, 6 like that, otherwise 5, 10s. Now in this graph we are going to take here 12, 20, 30. Larger values only na? Yes or no? So here I didn't have that much numbers, that much place in my graph paper. Yes na? So each unit is taken as 5. Each unit is taken as 5. Then it becomes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Here minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, minus 20, minus 25. Like that. Yes or no? When x is equals to 1, what is the value here? 12. When x is equals to 1, value is 12. 12 means after 4. 4 5s are 20. Yes no? 4 5s are 20. So above the 4, 4.1 or 4.2. There we have to plot a mark like this. Okay now? Next, when x is equals to 2, 20. Sorry, 12 here. 2. Above the 2. And when it is 2, it is 20. When it is 3, x is 3. What is the value? 30. Yes no? Next, when it is 0, 6. 6 means above the 1. Yes no? Next, when it is minus 1, that is 2. Okay? Next, when it is minus 2, it is 0. Minus 3 also 0. If you want one more, then minus 4 also find out. Either it will decrease or increase. You can't justify without value. Yes na? So minus 4. You take one more value here. What will get? 4 square minus 4 square 16 minus 5 into 4 minus 20. Next plus 6. So 16 plus 20 minus 20 minus 4. Minus 4 plus 6 2. So it will going upside, not downwards. Yes no? When it is minus 4, that is 2. That is again 2. Now join these points. In curved form only, not the straight line. Don't use the straight line. No need to use scale. Okay. Just curve only. We are getting like this. If it is increasing, then it goes like this. That's not. Where it touches at two different points. At 2 and 3. At 2 and 3. Touches or not? That's not. So it has two zeros. From the graph I observed. Without substituting. Just we did this. From the graph, this curve will touches the x-axis at two different points, that is -2 and -3. So zeros of the polynomial are -2 and -3. Two more problems are there in second. Yes, na? You have to solve. Next, third one. Third, what is the difference? Just like the second, this one, this graph type only, na? Just like this, you have to prepare the table. If you are able to write directly this column, no need to write this 3 months. For your better understanding purpose, I explained this individually. If you are able to write directly, at a time in one column, if you want to write, then you can proceed. You can proceed in one column also. Okay, na? Now next, third bit also same, just like this. Draw the graphs and find the zeros. According to this graph and this pattern, you have to prepare the table and then draw the graph. If it touches the x-axis, it exists the zeros. If it doesn't touches the x-axis, so it has no zeros. It has no zeros. Fourth one. Fourth one already we did in the previous exercise problem. Here what he asked me, why are 1/4 and -1? Why? Your question is different from asking. In previous exercise, check given values are zeros or not. Here what he asked, question pattern will be why these are zeros? Why these are zeros of the expression p of x equals to 4x square plus 3x minus 1. P of x is, so repeat, 4x square plus 3x minus 1. 4x square plus 3x minus 1. Why? Which numbers are given? 1/4 and minus 1. These are zeros or not? Why he asked? Why he asked? That means just substitute where x you should take 1/4. P of 1/4. P of 1/4. That is 4 into 1/4 whole square plus 3 into 1/4 minus 1. 4 into 1/4 whole square, that is 1/16, not 8. Who said 8? 4 square means not 4 into 2. Itself it multiplied 2 times. Itself it multiplied 2 times. 4 into 4, not 4 into 2. 4 into 4 is 16. Next, plus 3 into 1/4, that means 3/4 only. That's not? 3/4 minus 1. Here, there is a cancellation. 4 1s are 4, 4 4s are 16. 1/4 plus 3/4 minus 1. These two fractions are having the same denominator. So 1 plus 3, numerators you may add directly. So 1 plus 3 is 4. 4/4 minus 1. 4/4 is nothing but 1 only. 4 1s are 4, 4 1s are 4. That is 0. 0. In the next, in the same way, P of minus 1. P of minus 1. How much are you getting? Let's see. In place of x, again we are going to substitute minus 1. 4 into minus 1 whole square plus 3 into minus 1. Again minus 1. 4 into minus 1 square is 1 only, plus 1 only. So 4 into 1, 4 plus into minus. It is minus 3, again minus 1. That is 4 minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. That is 0. That's not. Here what he asked, why these are zeros? That means when we are substituting 1/4 and minus 1 in place of x, the value of the polynomial becomes 0. Value of the polynomial becomes 0. So These are the zeros. That means 1 by 4, minus 1 by 4 and minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4. Sorry. 1 by 4 and minus 1 are the zeros of this polynomial. P of x is 4x square plus 3x minus 1. That's it. Tomorrow, relation between the zeros and